The internet no doubt has so many benefits, and since it was invented, students have benefited greatly from it, as it has helped them in the learning process. However, the internet also has its disadvantages. It is therefore important to protect these young ones from the unwanted consequences of using information technology tools. It is against this background that the Child Online Risk Awareness Program was organized for these students selected from various secondary schools in Lagos State.
When you talk about cybersecurity, you talk about cybersecurity awareness. We're more focused on adults and we're more focused on the industry. Let me put it that way. Everybody keeps forgetting that the children are also involved when it comes to use of internet and things like that too. That's one of the reasons why I'm pushing this.
At the training program, the students were enlightened on how to identify dangerous posts on the internet and what to do to safeguard themselves.
A total stranger just visiting your house, knowing your name and all that information. Who is comfortable? Just wave your hand. Nobody. But if you saw a post on Facebook now to win a voucher, an airtime voucher, a 5,000, provide your name, phone number, and address, will you put it there? Now you won't put it there, but maybe yesterday you might have. Exactly. So you want to be careful about these things. Whatever it is you are posting, for whatever reason, you want to think about it. If a total stranger sees this, would it be okay?
Mood modification. You are not happy because you've not checked your Facebook. You're not happy because you've not checked your email. You're not happy because you've not checked Snapchat. You're not happy because you've not just had time to go online. Those are characteristics of internet addiction. Discipline is the key word. We shouldn't let the internet and everything that they come to it deprive us of our goal or our focus as young people, or make us fall into trouble. So if you can discipline yourself not to be addicted to continuous use of the internet, also helping yourself health-wise.
Different aspects of cybersecurity were also explained. They include cyber predators, online grooming, cyberbullying, and scam.
It's really important that young people understand that the internet is not just for acquiring wealth illegally, that you can actually become quite prosperous on the internet without being involved in criminal activities, simply by acquiring knowledge on all sorts of things, from things as obvious as programming and computer science and such other things, to things that are not quite everyday, like tiling and plumbing and all sorts of other vocational activities that one might want to learn. You can pick up all these skills on the internet, and they can become useful to you in your life.
In an interview with Education Report on TV, speakers say it is important to prepare the children. Hence, measures must be put in place to ensure that these children see and use the best of the internet.
Online safety is key. In an era where we have a lot of bad news going out of the country concerning Nigerians, especially Nigerian youths, it's important that the youths are encouraged to be cyber smart and to use the internet, put the internet to good use.
Lagos and Nigeria as a whole will be becoming more and more self-conscious, whether it's a cyber world or the real world. For those who are taking advantage of people who are not necessarily aware of their self in the cyber world, would say one thing: time is going to be up for them. People are becoming more enlightened. That's why we're training or teaching children, as we've done today, to be very cyber aware and cautious and conscious, because you can't have yourself out there, freely. You have to make sure that you're guarded, and the best way, they say, catch them young. That's why we're teaching the young ones so as they're growing, they are becoming self-aware, they're becoming safe out there, because it's a treacherous world if you're not careful.
Simply put, we talk to children about the SMART rules. SMART. S is for safe. That means keep your personal information private, such as your name, your address, mommy's name, daddy's name, things like that. Anything that has to do with you personal, please don't put personal information out there. Keep it private. We talk about M, that's meet. Don't meet people you don't know offline. So keep your online relationships online. A is for accept. Don't accept friend requests from people you don't know. You can see typical, like the story that we read to the children today about Robert the Lonely. So don't accept just any type of friend request. Don't click on links you're not aware of. Don't reply mails that you don't know who they're coming from. Then we say how reliable. Not everything you hear out there is true. So how reliable is information? You need to always cross-check that the information is correct. And then we say T for tell. Tell a trusted adult or your parents if anything makes you feel uncomfortable online. If you're not sure of something, then you talk to your parents about it or a trusted adult. And lastly, we say share with a heart. That's just netiquette. Just like you have etiquette, we also have netiquette. That's the proper behavior online. Share with a heart. Don't be a cyberbully.
Some of the students also shared the lessons learned at the seminar.
I would like to give kudos to Child Online Safety Organization. What they have done is very, very, very good to us. Like, we live in a society that people are just online to do harm to many people. Most times it could be pornography, terrorism, and child exploitation, and among other vices. So what they have done today has showed that have opened more doors for us to understand better about the harmful effects of social media, the internet, and all of that. I think with this training, I will say, I can influence my friend better on how to know fraudsters on the internet, how to know if this is a fake news or this is the news that has been authenticated.
I've learned about cyber security, like internet security, how we do things in internet, how we should be safe on internet, and how we should know how to do our things on internet. Like, when you are posting things, you're supposed to know how to post your things, not to like post anyhow things in order to be secure on internet. I think you should not block your parents on internet so that they will be able to guide you, be there for you when they see that there's a strange person you are talking to on internet, so they'll be able to guide you.
Parents were advised to help their children filter information and navigate fact from fiction, and also help them to experience the joy of an online world and not its hazards.